I wanted to show you how to make an origami star. I realized my first tutorial was a little fast and not very clear and had no audio, so I love the comments and I am trying to make it better. So this is a very long and thick sheet of paper. It's about an inch thick. You probably would never make a star this thick, but I think it'll be much clearer if I use a thick, long sheet of paper. Your paper needs to be pretty long compared to your thickness. I think around 30 times the length. So first you start off by one end of the paper and you're going to tie a knot. So you're probably wondering, well, what does tying a knot mean? You've seen those AIDS or breast cancer awareness symbols where they look like this. Let me show you again. You want the long end to be on top. So you see like that. And then you're going to take the tip and then you're actually going to loop it through like you're tying a knot. So do you see how this is actually a knot, but because it's a sheet of paper, you can't tie it tight. So you want to get all the way to the end of the tip. You see like this, where the tail end is pretty short. And then you just pull it, and you keep adjusting, and then you pull it through. So you see how I'm just pulling it to make it so the tail end is short. And you're going to end up with a 5-sided shape that looks very much like a star. So let me show you this way. Turn it around. So that's how it's going to look. And if that was kind of fast, I'm going to do it one more time. So start with your paper. You make the breast cancer awareness symbol or the AIDS symbol like this, long side on top. Take the long side and loop it through, and you pull. So you just pull, and then you want to just see, you can do it like this, right? But then you see how long the side is? You probably don't want the side to be that long. So you tuck it back under and you keep adjusting it so that it's short on this side. And that just so you have more paper to work with on the other end. This is probably an okay length. I ideally would like this to be as short as possible. So let's start with this side. The short side you can fold it over any way. I usually like to fold it over this way, and you want to make sure that it's aligned. So if you fold it like this and align this end, that doesn't make very much sense because you see how that's not really a star anymore. It won't align. That doesn't look like a star. You want to tuck it so that it actually aligns like that. Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing for this end. So this end, you fold it over this way. It doesn't matter, you can go this way or this way. I usually like to fold it over this way where you see how there's 2 X's over here? I fold it over this way. I think it just makes the pushing together of the star a little easier. And again, you fold it over like this. And I'll do this one more time so you see the logic behind it. This side aligns and this side aligns. So if you did it the other way and you took this side and aligned it over here, do you see how that doesn't quite look like a star? If you look at this end, you'll really see that part is wrong. So you want it so that it aligns like that, and then you just keep continuing. So this goes this way. Okay, and I'm going to show you again. If you do it on this side, it's not going to look like a star. It's not going to look like 5 sides that are all equal. Do you see how that doesn't work out? You want to fold it on the logical end so that all 5 sides are equal. And you're going to keep continuing to do that. Over and over and over and over. Okay, so now you're left at the end. What you do is you take this little tail and then you want to tuck it in. Now if you look over here, you can actually tuck it into both the ends or you can tuck it into one side. Let me see if I can get that focus. You see you can tuck it in like that or tuck it in like that. I actually prefer to tuck it both in to both sides just because it's more secure. But sometimes your paper is a little too long and it won't work out that way. So you can tuck it all the way through and cut it, or you can just simply tuck it in this way. It works out just as well. It's just, you see how this will come out faster? See, it comes out faster, so you can just if you can get that tucked in like that, slip it in. Okay, so this is the tricky part. Actually, I've never made a star this big before, so I don't know if pushing it in will actually go through, but let's hope it does. So how do you push it in? I usually hold these two ends and I take a nail or just a finger and apply pressure so that it'll come out this way. Do you see how both sides are not are puffed up? Sometimes if you do it and the paper's not thick enough or wasn't long enough, it'll just concave in, and then you just have to redo it. You probably have to use a new sheet of paper too. I rarely have had it where you can just refold it and do it. Okay, and I actually like to do opposite ends, so once I push this side in, I'll try and push this side in. Do you see how that, let me try to push it in this way. So I hold this side, and then I push it in with my nail. And then one more. And the other end. And there you go. There's your star. So I hope this tutorial was a lot better and a lot slower. I apologize for my first tutorial, which I'm aware now that it wasn't good, and I appreciate those comments. So thanks for watching and have a great day.